In this video, we are going to discuss the occupational health and safety practices inside the SM store in SM City Trece Martires.
From workplace housekeeping to occupational safety, join us as we roam around the mall. I am Ike Calindatas.
And I am Queenie Clavel. This is the SM store. This presentation is structured as follows. The SM City Trece Martires is a mall owned by SM Prime Holdings. It is the 5th SM Supermall in the province of Cavite. SM City Trece Martires is located on Governor's Dr. Cor, Capitol Road, Barangay San Agustin, Trece Martires, Cavite, Philippines. The mall opened on May 13, 2016 with almost 80% of its space leased. It is also the 5th SM Supermall to be located at Cavite after SM City Bacoor, SM City Dasmariñas, SM City Molino, and SM City Rosario. The design team includes DSG and Associates, the foreign consultant, JRP Design Incorporation, the architect of record, and BCL Asia Landscape Consultant, and Toespin Lighting Consultant. It also operates 7 shopping malls in China, including SM Tianjin, the world's second largest in terms of gross leasable area or GLA. The SM store is the Philippines' largest department store chain with several branches nationwide. They offer a great selection of menswear, women's wear, children's wear, all kinds of beauty products, and things for the home. Stationery, electronic gadgets, snacks, toys, hardware, and fun Philippine souvenirs can also be found there. Beyond merchandise, the SM store provides services such as bills payment, ticketing, remittance, currency exchange, free gift wrapping, clothing alterations, home delivery, click and collect, and most recently, call to deliver. Since the first store opened in 1958, the SM store has been a long-time favorite, one-stop shop with the best product variety, shopping convenience, and value for money. So, the first to discuss is the demographics. The mall has a gross floor area of 84,000 meters squared, situated on 50,000 meters squared of land. When we asked the manager of SM City Trece Martires, the maximum capacity of the establishment is 10,000 people. Based on their record, approximately 3,000 customers go to their mall each day. They have 350 employees overall, and 150 of them are assigned to work and operate at the SM store. There are 60 sales clerks on the ground floor, 39 sales ladies, and 21 salesmen. 53 sales clerks on the second floor, 37 sales ladies, and 16 salesmen. And 38 sales clerks on the third floor, 14 sales ladies, and 21 salesmen. We've noticed that most of the SM store employees are female. 87 or 58% of the employees are female, while the remaining 42% are male employees. Most of the employees are aged 25 to 35 years old. On the other hand, customers are mostly between the ages of 18 and 25. Most of the customers are also female. We can conclude that it is really true that girls love shopping.
For the housekeeping, the 5S philosophy is applied to their system. The products and working materials are properly sorted. The products have their own designated sections, so the employees do not struggle with finding the specific request for customers in the stock room. The janitors also ensure that the surroundings of the store are always clean to make it look presentable to the customers. They also have daily schedule on when they will start cleaning. Establishment management ensure that the cleaners are responsible for keeping the workplace neat and clean. For the material handling, the common lifting guidelines that they apply on their system are one that we have discussed in our class. First, assess and determine the load's weight. Before lifting loads, the workers needs to check the weight of the load in order to know if he or she can carry them safely. Get assistance with large or awkward loads. If the loads are too heavy for a worker to carry, he or she should ask someone to help him or her to ensure that the package won't be damaged. Next, make sure that the load can move freely. To ensure the safety of the loads, make sure that there are no obstructions around you when you lift the loads. Next, check for obstructions in the place and loads intended placement. For carrying the load, make sure that the place where you will put it is okay. Next, make sure that the path of the load's intended place is clear. As I said earlier, check the path you were taking before transferring the load to another place to ensure that you will be safe and the package won't be damaged. And lastly, if you are not confident you can safely handle the load, don't lift it. For manually powered equipment, a platform truck is a long-hung four-wheel and truck without sides, or a similar motorized vehicle for transporting heavy material. It is material handling device that has large platforms on wheels or casters that can be pushed or pulled by one person and is used for moving stock or equipment from point to point. They typically have handles in their ends and swiveling wheels for easier steering. A rolling work platform is designed to increase productivity while reducing the risk of the back, injuries, and fatigue. It is able to raise or lower a worker to the optimal working height while offering wheels for easy portability. Rolling work platforms are essential for many industrial arenas. Next, hard truck. A hand truck is an L-shaped hand cart that has handles at the top and wheels at the base with the edge, called a nose plate, that is flat against the floor when it is upright. Hand trucks are also used to move stable materials like boxes with greater ease than manually lifting and carrying. Shelf trucks. Shelf trucks are the solution for moving the large inventory, supplies, package, and boxes. They all welded construction make this use to stock, ideal for handling large and bulky loads. Four-wheeled hand truck. Stair climbing truck. It is ideal for transporting heavy and awkward objects such as furniture boxes, construction materials, and books. For the mechanically powered equipment, forklift truck is a small vehicle with two power-operated prongs at the front that can be slid under heavy loads and then raise, move, and stock materials in warehouses, shipping depots, and other locations. It is mainly used to carry heavy loads across the long distance of varying terrain. It's useful for projects that requires a lot of materials in various places and cuts down time and effort needed to lift, carry, and transport them. Next is cargo truck. Its primary purpose is to carry goods from one place to another. It does not so much with much better speed and mobility. Flatbed trucks. Flatbed trucks are made to handle immense loads. They can tackle heavy weight, might be too much for trailer or other vehicles. You can fit plenty on it, which means fewer trips back and forth too. You'll also have an easier time handling large, oddly shaped loads. Material storage. As we have observed, stock rooms are properly illuminated, well ventilated, and have fire exit in case of incident happens, and the product are safe in the storage area.
Now, let us know what are their fire safety measures. SM City Trece Martires interior is organized around the distinct L-shaped atrium, which steps back at each level, allowing natural clerestory light to reach deep into the building. Pedestrian bridges cross the atrium on each floor, while stairs, escalators, and elevators traverse the space vertically, contributing to the dynamic feel of the interior. The space is further accentuated by distinct vivid bands of color, a unique undulating ceiling, and touches of greenery that give the space a festive, contemporary appearance. A lushy landscape plaza will provide shoppers with a place to relax and be part of diverse and dynamic retail and dining experience. To ensure the safety of the people during emergencies, they have installed smoke detectors along with water sprinklers and fire alarms. There are also fire extinguishers on every corner of the building to extinguish small fires. There are also standpipe systems and fire hoses to deliver essential fire protection backup for a building sprinkler system. In the event of a fire, tenants and occasionally firefighters will use the fire hose and accessories stored on the site to protect the building. In the event of a fire outbreak, there are implemented protocols to follow. First, sound the alarm to warn those inside the establishment. Second, prevent the spread of fire. Use a fire extinguisher to extinguish small fires. Third, make an orderly evacuation. There are also 2 fire exits on each floor level. To give the employees idea on what to do during emergencies, they also conduct fire drills and fire prevention and rescue operation seminars every fire prevention month to teach employees what to do in case of a fire outbreak. Let us know what are their electrical safety measures. In terms of electrical safety, they are tasked with number 1, always keep an eye on electrical tools and equipment and turn them off when not in use. Make sure sockets, outlets, and cords are not overloaded. Number 2, replace any broken cords or cables right away. Number 3, make sure the workplace is clean and dry. Number 4, if an electric fire occurs, unplug the equipment and use a fire extinguisher or baking soda to put out the flames. Don't use water. They are also required to wear personal protective equipment before going near or touching electrical wires to avoid accidents and ensure the safety of the electrical personnel.
With occupational safety, the common health problems that the SM store employees mostly encounters are lower back pain and leg cramp due to standing all day, and common colds because of the low temperature and working place. In order to prevent these health problems from happening, the management gives the employees a break to rest and relax for a period of time. They also have medications given if an employee needs one. Other benefits given to the employees are: first, 16 days of vacation leave; second, 16 days of sick leave; third, health membership; fourth, SME card annual bonus; and lastly, pay for the 13th month. As we observe and as we conclude in our solution, as we roam around the SM store, we have noticed that: first, fire safety equipment is out of sight. Second, fire exits are also located in hidden parts of the building it was hard to find. New employees are not familiar with where the safe and evacuation places are located. When we asked one of the security guards the number of safety equipment installed in the workplace and the location of the fire exits, she referred us to another security personnel because she is not familiar with the place. As we suggested, to solve these issues, we suggest to: first, move fire safety equipment to more visible areas of the mall without ruining the aesthetic of the place so that people can see it immediately when a fire breaks out. Next, make the signage more visible to make it easy to find in case of an emergency. And lastly, tour the new employees around the establishment to make them familiar with the place or a seminar. Also, discuss the safety measures with them as you walk them around.
That's all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.